report of persons or people who have been shot. 5 or 6 shots fired, 3 people down.
One dead, 2 seriously wounded and a killer still at large. A chilling city shooting strikes fear into the heart of Melbourne. Good evening. Those tragic events in the heart of the city dominate our bulletin tonight, with the gunman still on the run as a man and a female travel agent cling to life in hospital. In the middle of the morning rush hour, an interstate bikie believed to be linked to the Hells Angels opened fire. It was 8:15 on the corner of William Street and Flinders Lane when the woman and 2 bystanders who'd rushed to help were shot. One was a solicitor who died in the middle of the road. The killer then fled, his handgun and a jacket found a short time later at a construction site near the corner of Flinders and Queen Streets. Shortly after, police swooped on Barcode, a 24-hour venue where a man, not the gunman, was taken into custody. Joining me now from the intersection where the mayhem began, Nick Johnston. Nick.
Yes, Peter, some semblance of normality would finally appear to be returning to the city tonight, but I can assure you the scene here earlier this morning was anything but normal. Witnesses to the events which took place just after 8 o'clock have described them as shocking, chilling and even surreal. And tonight, police are continuing their hunt for the perpetrator of this horrific crime.
Good report of persons or people who have been shot. 5 or 6 shots fired, 3 people down.
It was a moment of madness, which left one person dead, 2 others critically injured, and a city in shock. Just after 8 o'clock this morning, a man is seen dragging a woman by her hair from a taxi at the intersection of Flinders Lane and William Street. As 2 innocent bystanders rush to help her, the man turns on them with a gun, firing several shots.
I heard a woman screaming from my office window and had a look out, and there was a man holding her by the ear, shaking her about, and the man just pulled out a gun and shot 3 people.
He appeared to be incredibly purposeful. He was poised. He wasn't flailing around and panicking. He just simply went bang, bang, and then just walked away.
As nearby office workers watched in stunned silence, paramedics tried to revive one of the victims.
There's 2 conscious patients who've been shot and a third in arrest.
But despite their frantic efforts, the 43-year-old man died at the scene.
He was a solicitor that worked in the city. A tragic set of circumstances, and it does appear as though he's been in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Another man in his 30s and a 24-year-old woman were rushed to the Royal Melbourne Hospital in a critical condition.
She's got a chest, abdominal gunshot wound.
Witnesses say the gunman and the woman had earlier been involved in an altercation at the Barcode nightclub in nearby King Street. It's believed she fled the scene in a taxi with a man in pursuit. As the city went into lockdown, police launched a massive air and ground search for the gunman. Just after 10 o'clock, the weapon used in the shooting was found by a worker at this construction site in Queen Street. But as the city returned to some normality tonight, there was still no sign of the gunman himself, as those who witnessed the shocking events were left reeling by the latest dark chapter in Melbourne's history of shootings.
Total shock and disbelief, just watching people around me. It was like you're on a movie set.
It was quite surreal to be there. It was like, didn't seem like it was actually happening. It's like the sort of thing that you see on CSI.
Nick Johnston, National 9 News.